Hi everyone, good day wherever you are watching this video today. My name is Ifajimi Fakayode. If you are watching for the first time, this is a spiritual channel where we share different spiritual tips, spiritual guide and lectures. So if you are watching for the first time, make sure you subscribe so that each time I post a new video, you will be notified. Today I want to share with you, as always, another great spiritual tip which I believe is going to benefit everyone on it. So people have really talked about this, asking me to post it. So and I promise to do it today. So and this is for people going through some kind of witchcraft, some kind of witchcraft attack, going through bondages, going through family causes. This is for you. Let's say one way by the other, you have gotten attacked by maybe witchcraft, family, wicked people, all sorts of things like that. If you can do this accordingly, I promise you there's going to be a lot of changes in your life, and you are going to have a good testimony. There's a lot going on in the society, there's a lot going on in the world, and due to some people's faith, their religion, they don't believe there's something like witchcraft attack, there's nothing like bondage. I've even spoken with someone that said he doesn't believe in some kind of witchcraft or maybe some kind of spiritual things like this. And that is because maybe the situation he finds himself, maybe he has never gotten attacked. Mostly for people that comes from Africa will know what we are talking about. Just like I used to say, you might be lucky to be born with not even with silver spoon alone. You might be born lucky, with a little or no spiritual challenges. Some people are born freely, no family causes, no family generational problems, some spiritual things like that. But that does not mean there's nothing like these causes and attacks. There's nothing like that. Most especially for people that comes from a polygamous family. When your father has more than 2 or 3 wives, all sorts of things like that. Every one of the wife will be scrambles for each of their children success. So and this will create a lot of bad omen, bad thinking towards each other. So so now, without wasting much of our time, I would like to go straight into the point, and I wouldn't like this video to be much longer. So I will just go straight to the point and explain briefly how you can stop a witchcraft attack, or how you can remove the attack, assuming you have been attacked or maybe you have been going through a lot. So and someone asked, how do you tell if you are having an attack, or maybe you are having a hand in your body? When they say a hand in Yoruba, it means that there's a mark in your body, there's a spiritual mark, there's something we call spiritual mark. So for whoever is happening, and it's one of the spiritual challenges, it's one of the spiritual issues, that when you are having the spiritual mark in your body, it's like when having a mark or signature on you, no matter where you go, the problem will still be following you. That's where you will see some people traveling. Maybe some people believe if they leave their vicinity, if they leave their locality and travel about, the problem will go. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that. There's something we call spiritual mark. When you are having this spiritual mark from you, either from some kind of witchcraft attack, either from your wicked family members, wicked people, either from all sorts of things like that. When you are having this spiritual mark in your body, wherever you go, it will be following you. That is why some people will leave even their locality. Everyone, just like in Nigeria now, some people will be shouting village people. They believe that when they are in the village, the attack will be so much, just because they are in the village. But that doesn't mean when you are having the mark when you have been marked already, even if you travel from here to Mexico, if you travel from here to America, it doesn't stop the problem. The mark is there, and the spiritual world is so wide. You know, I've done a lot of lectures on it. If you are first timer here, you can go and check the lectures. Spirituality and world at large is some kind of complex, and if you there's a connection in spirituality. If you believe, if you think maybe you've traveled abroad, you are out of your family houses, and then the problem will go. Things are not like that. You have to work on yourself. You can be here, and you can be in abroad of a long far away, and you can still get attacked. So just like I said, I wouldn't want to waste much of your time, but you know, I always take time to make explanation for people that doesn't understand much about spirituality, for people that maybe they are first timer, or some kind of things like this are so strange to them. So I want you to learn this thing. So, and it is one of the purposes we created this channel, to make lectures, not just to be posting alone. That is why this channel is unique. We cannot just be posting video without giving you lectures about spirituality. There are some basic things you need to know, not just giving you spiritual works alone, do this, do that, and at the end of the day you get back to the same problem. I don't want a situation like that. That's why I always take time to explain and elucidate everything in clear manner. So let's just go straight to this business, and explain how you can remove total witchcraft, or how you can stop a witchcraft in your life, how you can stop a witchcraft attack in your life, or how you can remove the arrow, or maybe the attack. You know, maybe you have been attacked, then how you can remove the problem from your life. So, but for people that has not been attacked, if you have children, you can do this for them, you know. And this is always good when you are having, when your children are very young, you know, you are bringing them, you don't want them to have problem when they grow up. So it's better you are working on them right from when they are young, so that when they grow up, things will be so easier. There's a lot of things that our parents didn't do, most of parents didn't do when their children are young. I made a video recently where I talked about how you, no, that was last year, sorry. The video was last year, how you can protect a newborn baby, to, you know, all sorts of things like that. Those things that you can do, so that there wouldn't be much problem for your child when he or she grows up, and you know, life will be so easier. So that's not where we are going today. Now today we just need 2 items for this particular video, and all the items are here. They are something you can get around you, and they are something not far-fetched. So if you're having causes, or maybe something that is stopping you from getting married, causes, setbacks, witchcraft attack, this is for you. This will remove it completely. All you have to do is to watch this right from beginning to the end, and make sure you subscribe. Now the first item we are going to need is this thing I'm holding here. This is we are all familiar with this leaf. This leaf is everywhere, and you know, this is tomatoes leaf. This is tomatoes leaf. You can see that. So you are going to get a tomato leaf. So fresh one is recommended, but if you cannot get the fresh one, just make sure it is a tomato leaf. Tomato leaves. This is how it looks like. So I hope everyone is familiar with this leaf, tomato leaves. That's the first item right here. And another thing you are going to need for this tip is crab eyes. Crab eyes. Some people call it rosary pea. In my language, you call it oju olongbo, you know, or oju olongbo, or eso wirijeje. So you can search on Google and search for the crab eyes. You search for the crab eyes. This is how it looks like. Let me show you how it looks like. So this is the crab eyes. I've made some video on it, how you can use the crab eyes. So this one, you are going to get enough of it, because you are going to need a lot of it for this particular tip. This is it. This is the crab eyes. So this is a shoju olongbo, crab eyes, or whatever they call it. They call it rosary pea. Rosary pea. I don't know what they call it again. So these are the things you are going to need. So it normally looks like this, red and black. So this thing is very powerful. Now this is how you are going to do it. Anyway, we are not going to be doing the practical for this video. We just go straight to the point. Now you will find a grinding stone just normally. You will buy your local soap or any soap of your choice. You will get the tomato leaves, and then when you get the grinding stone, you firstly, the one of the hardest thing about this tip is that this rosary prayer I'm holding is one of the hardest thing to do, and I'm going to explain the reason I said it's one of the hardest thing on this tip. You are going to grind this, and you know it is very hard, so that's why we normally use grinding stone. So that's why I said you should get enough of it, so that when you are grinding it, some may be pouring away, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you get some powder out of this. Get some, even if you can use blender, grinder, electric grinder to grind this, just to make sure you get the powder out of this, then you are good to go. All you will need is to make this, turn this into powder. That's all you need. If you can turn this into powder, then that's all. Now you will turn this into powder. After turning it into powder, assuming you are using a grinding stone, then you will grind it with these tomato leaves. You will grind it with this tomato leaf. Assuming I've grinded this one, then I will grind it with these tomato leaves. After grinding them, you will now add soaps. Enough, you will add soap, depending on the quantity of the content after grinding it. So you will measure it. Assuming you get enough of this, that means you are using a lot of soap. But if you get a little, you are using just little soap. And you don't need much soap for this. It is not something you are to be using regularly. This particular tip is not something you are to be using every day. In fact, it is not something you are to be using every day or every week. This is something you can be using maybe once in a month, 3 times in a month. That's it. So just to get a perfect result. And now are you going to, after preparing this soap, the first process is after preparing the soap, you will get 3 sponges, 3 local sponges or any sponges of your choice, but you are to get 3 new sponges. Then this is how you are going to do it. You get a little palm oil or palm oil, how you know it, palm oil. Then this is how you are going to do it. You are to use this 3 times in a month, and repeatedly. Assuming I want to start today, I will firstly take 1 sponge, take little from the soap, add it on the sponge. Then you will firstly rub palm oil from your head to toe. You will rub palm oil from your head to toe, from your head to the toe, and pray that every signs that has been marked in your life, and every negative signs in your life, every witchcraft attacks in your life should be removed. After praying, you rub all the palm oil from your head to toe. Then you go and use the soap. And you throw away the sponge, or you bury it, or you keep it somewhere. The following day, you will repeat the process the following night. So assuming you do it today's night, you will do it tomorrow's night, and then the next tomorrow. So the following day, you will do the same process. You will rub palm oil again, bath it at night when you are not going out again. Throw away or bury the sponge somewhere, or keep it, then throw away the sponge in the morning. Then the following day, you will also repeat the process. After doing that repeatedly for 3 days. One thing about this is, if you are to do this, you must do it repeatedly for 3 days. You cannot skip a day. Assuming you use it today, then tomorrow you don't use it, you cannot do it, you cannot repeat it again. You have to start again. You understand? So, and it is not good when you are skipping. If you want to do this, make sure you have that 3 days to use it, 3 nights. And after using this, you may feel a little bit weak, depending on how much the attack is on you, or how long you have been attacked, or how long the attack has been on you. So if you're having it for the first time, or you have never done anything spiritual on yourself, the thing will weak you so much. Don't be panic. So it depends. It is removing the bondages, the spiritual bondages from your body. So depending on how much you are having the bondage, that's what you will discover. You may give it to your child, they use it and they may not feel anything, depending on how much they have the bondages in their body. And you may use it and feel so weak. So maybe you've gotten a lot of bondages and the attacks on you. So this will help you and remove you from captivity.